I know you all want an update, and all of the family has been called in and really speaking very straightforward. It's not really a matter or a question of if, but when.
That's where we are. And so, as a family, we've gathered together. We've gathered together not to stop anything, not to fight what's unfolding, don't, but to honor him, and more importantly, to honor what God is choosing in this moment. We've all agreed, more than anything, we want Dad to be at peace. We want these final hours or days, however long the Lord gives, to be calm, gentle, and full of love. We want him to be surrounded by the people who love him most, because that's what he's always done for us. He showed up every single time. Matthew and I were at the hospital this morning before we came here to church. We just needed to see him. We needed to hold his hand and to pray over him, to whisper things we still needed to say, and to let him know we're right here. Jennifer and Joanna are there now. Mother is there too. So is her sister, Petty. Everyone has taken their place. Not out of fear, but out of honor, out of deep love. And I want to ask you sincerely to lift up our mother in your prayers. Please. She's walking through something that no words can fully describe. The weight she's carrying is heavy, even if she doesn't always show it. She's been strong, so strong, but I know her heart is breaking. She stays at that hospital nearly every hour of the day. The only time she leaves is to go home quickly, just to freshen up, grab a small bite, and return. That's it. And then she's right back by his side, because she can't bear to be far from him. And he wouldn't want her to be. So I'm asking you from the bottom of my heart, please pray for her strength. Pray for comfort. Pray for peace in her soul, even in the waiting. It's a sad time. I won't pretend otherwise. There's sorrow in the air, and there's no sense in denying that. But there's also something else here. There's reverence. There's a holy stillness in the room every time we gather near him. There's a sense that heaven is leaning in close. And that's what brings us comfort. Because when you know where the finish line leads, when you know exactly who's waiting on the other side to say, well done, my child, the pain of the moment becomes a little easier to carry. When your faith is anchored, you may still cry, but you're not lost. We keep every person's race eventually reaches a finish. None of us escape that, but some people, they finish strong and they finish with dignity. And I say this not just as a son, but as someone who has watched closely my entire life. Like, my father has been the definition of the faithful servant. There's no debate in my heart. There's no hesitation in that statement. He has lived his life fully, completely, and selflessly for one purpose, the cause of Christ. He didn't chase fame. He didn't pursue wealth. He preached Jesus. That's all he ever wanted to do. Mother shared something with me the other day, something quiet and personal. But I think it matters right now. Just days before all this happened, she said he woke her up in the middle of the night, not because he was restless, not because he needed anything, but because he was preaching in his sleep. Out loud, she said he wasn't just mumbling, he was delivering a message. She laid there listening, and then the very next night, it happened again. He was sound asleep, but his spirit was still preaching, still delivering the gospel. That's who he is. That's what his soul was created to do. Even in his unconscious moments. It's not something you can manufacture. We keep our troubles to ourselves. That's not something you can fake. That's the evidence of a life wholly given to God. A man completely saturated in his calling. And I think that says something important. Not just about Dad, but about what kind of legacy we should all hope to leave behind. When your voice becomes weak, may your spirit still speak. When your body grows tired, may your life still echo truths. Right now, as I stand here, I find myself torn between sadness and awe. I'm grieving, but I'm also grateful. I've had the privilege to walk beside a man whose example has shaped me. His prayers have lifted thousands. His sermons have reached across generations. And his quiet moments of obedience, the ones no one ever saw, those were the real sermons we don't. And as we wait, we're not praying for control. We're not praying against God's will. We're praying for grace, for peace, for comfort, for rest. We're praying that every breath he takes is easy, that the room stays quiet and holy, that his last memories are filled with love, and his first glimpse of eternity is the face of Jesus. There's a hush over our family right now. We've set everything else aside, careers, plans, distractions. None of it matters. We're gathered around him, letting love be louder than fear, letting faith be stronger than sorrow. We've seen God move too many times to doubt him now. And if this is the moment he's choosing to bring Dad home, then we trust him. Not because it's easy, but because he's never failed us. And I believe with all my heart that when Dad crosses that threshold, he's going to be welcomed not with silence, but with celebration. I can almost hear it now. Welcome home, good and faithful servant. Your work is finished. You can rest now. We don't know how many hours we have left. We don't know how many more visits, how many more prayers. But we're taking each one as a gift. We're holding his hands. We're whispering scriptures. We're singing songs he loves. And above all, we're staying close. Because that's what family does. That's what he taught us to do. So once again, please keep praying for him, for Mom, for all of us, that the Lord would surround us with peace, that he would fill the room with his peace and we don't. and that we would have the strength to walk through this valley with grace, hold through grace, holding on to grace, valley, and trusting that God never lets go. Thank you for standing with us.